if we use it the way that we've designed it, you should be able to get those points. And if it doesn't work, then something in the market is telling us that something's not right. And it's either, there can be a lot of reasons why, right? And we're going to talk about those reasons in a bit. But without you knowing the whys, okay, because you don't have to, if your system protects you because you follow your rules, then you can eventually learn the whys and get a little bit more, of all that information that'll help you to not only take your losses, but then be able to recognize what's happening in the market and then come back and make some of those points back, without getting emotionally attached to the fact that you've just lost, which is what happens a lot to us. How do we work through the emotions of when we lose? How many of you guys are sore losers? Come on, man. Here's my hand. All right? We are all sore losers. How do we get through the process of eliminating, being such a sore loser? When you watch sports, if you're a fan of any sports, any team, we watch our football, our basketball team, our baseball. It's so frustrating when our team loses. And we're trying to evaluate and analyze, the coach did this, he sucks, and the quarterback, and, this guy, because we have no control. And so we're so frustrated. There's nothing more frustrating than seeing some, team or someone you want to win, and they don't win, and there's nothing you can do because you have no control of that. So as fans, we're like, ah. But as traders, we do have control. This is our domain. This is what we can control. And this is now, if you want to know what a real good coach does, it's their business plan. And they have pages and pages and pages, and they constantly are, evaluating it, because guess what? In the sports world, there's constant change. You get faster athletes, bigger athletes, athletes that can do certain things. You've got to go in there and say, okay, how am I going to defend this guy? And you have to find ways constantly, and it's all, it's a plan. We had at a church, our guest a couple of weeks ago, we had one of the Dolphin players, I don't know if you guys, Glenn Blackwood. He played with the Dolphins back in the 70s and 80s. They had that really good defense called Killer Bees. I don't know if you guys remember. Anyways, he came on and he was sharing some of his past experiences and how they would prepare for the games. So he's using a lot of the different equipment they used and everything, but most important thing is he pulled out his playbook. His playbook before every game, he had about 100 pages. All right, that they would sit down, they would evaluate players, plays, etc., 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 and that was his homework. Now he was the safety of the team, so as a safety, he was responsible for lining up everyone else. So he had to be able to recognize what offenses, schemes they were trying to do, so he could call the right schemes to get everyone in the right position. And so, the game, although as violent and as physical it is, everything is up here. And it's constantly, it's a chess match. And it all boils down to your preparation, your game plan. So, as traders, that's what you guys have. You've got to be able to, every day, come in with your game plan, and you've got to review it. And think about it. How often do you guys really go back to your game plan and you review what you're doing? You came in here Monday today. I asked some of you guys, bring in your business plan. Some of you guys did it really quickly. I'm just... okay, all right. Some of you guys did it really quickly and phenomenal. But some of you guys didn't do it. All right? And I've been saying it for at least a week. Guys, bring in your business plan. At least... Okay, and I'm not going to get on your case, but understand your success as a trader is all about how detailed you are about what it is you're doing. And if you don't have it written down, I can assure you, you're not going to keep it up here in stressful moments. In moments where, especially with what we do, we're scalper guys. Your ability to look at something and immediately be able to understand what's happening and transfer that information, you don't have a whole lot of time to think it through. It's got to be a natural thing that you've practiced enough, and you're all about reaction. Okay? And if you haven't detailed it out, and the more you do it, the more detailed you... This is the part about being a scalper that is lost.